Okay,
Ed, you ready?
Yep.
okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order, the Central Valley Board of Education voting session. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Colleen, will you please have a roll call?
Here.
Mr. Bloom,
Here.
Mrs. Jacinto. Mr. King,
Here.
Mr. Bowman,
Here.
Mr. O'Neill,
Here.
Mr. Ross,
Here.
Mr. Zaritsky,
Here.
Mr. Ambrose.
Here. Okay, thank you.
Right. The board held an executive session at 6:45 right before this meeting to discuss personnel and to receive information.
And then before we hit public comment, since we have familiar faces, I don't know that I need to run through the decorum of the board meeting. Okay, thanks.
So, with that being said, item number 3, any public comments on agenda items only at this time? If it's not on the agenda, you have to wait till the end of the meeting to speak whatever your concerns are. Thank you.
Public comment? Nope, we're good.
Okay. Minutes. Item number 4, to approve the voting session minutes from January 19th, 2023, found on attachment A. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Ross, seconded by Mr. Bloom. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. Let's move over to the treasurer's report. Mr. King.
Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. A, pay bills. Number 1, confirm the January 2023 general fund payments in the amount of $1,787,263.39. Attachment B. Number 2, confirm the January 2023 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $56,604.81. Attachment C. Number 3, confirm the January 2023 construction fund payments in the amount of $575,910.26. Attachment D. The report to approve the January 2023 Berkheimer report. Attachment E. I will make that motion.
Motion by Mr. King, second. Mr. Moad. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the business items are approved as read. Agenda items, board policy items. Number 1, to approve the 2023-2024 Central Valley calendar. And number 2, to approve the addition of Annex T, a confidential police response guide to the Central Valley School District Emergency Operations Plan 2022. Do I have a motion on said item? So moved. Mr. Zaritsky, seconded by Mrs. Belcastro. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to vote abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Item B, negotiation items. Mr. O'Neill, any?
We have
comment?
nothing going at this time.
Okay, thank you for your participation. Education items, Mr. Ross, chairperson.
Number 1, to approve, confirm the release time, staff development requests. The conference and location is listed on the left. The individuals that will be attending those conferences is in the middle, and the dates that they will partake in those conferences is on the right-hand column. 2, to approve an agreement with MHY Family Services for the remainder of the 2022-23 school year in order to meet the educational needs of students referred by the district. Rates for services range from $150 per day to $225 per day based upon the need of the student. That is attachment G. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Ross. Do I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Moad. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Thank you. Mr. Moad, technology?
Nothing in technology, thank you.
Okay, thank you as well. Okay, athletics, Mr. King, chairperson.
Number one, to approve Roxanne Delon as a head boys tennis coach at a stipend of $2,600 pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Number two, to approve the following conditioning program to run January 9th through March 3rd, 2023 at a rate of $10 per hour up to 60 hours total. Roxanne Delon, boys tennis. Number three, to approve the following spring coaching positions and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Sports, the middle column is the coaches, and the right column is the stipend. Number four, final approval to the varsity softball team to attend spring training in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from March 29th, 2023 to April 2nd, 2023, attachment H.
Okay,
So moved.
thank you, Mr. King. Seconded by Mr. Bloom. Any discussion on this motion? Okay. Motion by Mr. King, seconded by Mr. Bloom. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank-
Real quick, Mr. King, I talked to Mr. Chacon. He said he was going to reach out to you about Monday at work.
Monday, he's supposed to call Denny, and
The exit interviews will be Monday at 1:30, I believe. And I'll make sure he sends an email off.
I don't think he was really sure on the time because he wanted to get a hold of the coaches to see
Okay. I'll have him send an email.
teachers that might not be able to.
So we're definitely on the 20th though, correct? I'll make sure he sends email.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Item F, extracurricular activities. Ms. Belcastro is our chairperson.
Number one, to give final approval for the high school band trip to Chicago, Illinois from March 16th, 2023 to March 19th, 2023, and that can be found on attachment I. Number two, to approve the following individuals and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances for the Central Valley High School musical presentation. First column is their position. The middle is the individual, and the third column is their stipend. There is a note, orchestra personnel will be submitted after the musical due to the availability of the musicians for practices and performances. There is also an FYI underneath with the field trips, again, destination. First column, the group is in the second column, and the date those individuals will be going is in the third column. So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Belcastro. Second, Mr. Zaritsky. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carried. Mr. Zaritsky, our chairperson for Building and Grounds.
Right, two items here. Number one is to approve and confirm the following building usage request, which is in the chart as listed. Number two, we're looking to approve the following change orders related to the construction project. We have under the general construction contract, we have a motion to approve change order GC number 9, which is for Center Grange. It's to provide time and materials for 2 roof drain tie-ins per the RFI GC 07 in the amount of $3,235. Next, we have a motion to approve change order GC number 10 for Center Grange. It's to provide additional steel beam for metal deck support per the RFI GC 19 in the amount of $1,580. Number 3 is to approve a motion of change order GC 11 for Center Grange to provide additional structure steel modifications near door C104A for firewall requirements as identified in ASI-05 in the amount of $11,835. Then moving on to the plumbing contractor. We're looking for a motion to approve change order PC number 1 for Center Grange, which is to delete the instantaneous water heater and toilet D120A per RFI PC-04 and a credit amount of $500. And a motion to approve change order PC number 2 for Center Grange to provide additional sprinkler work for the existing room D120 in the amount of $15,919. So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Zirinsky. Seconded by Mr. Moad. Any discussion on the motion?
Yeah, I just want to, I know we went over this. I wanted to thank, Dr. Perry and our clerk of works for diligently working with these contractors, questioning and making sure that we are getting the absolute best price and reviewing all the costs that are coming in, basing them off existing costs. I did sit in a construction meeting and, they're on their A game over there with these items. These items are absolutely necessary items. There's changes from inspectors that come in. Obviously certain testing and changes in requirements that we have to do to complete this project. So I want to.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Clint's doing a great job.
And it seems for the past couple of months, we've had nothing but credit.
Credits, correct.
Yeah.
Well, I want to emphasize that too.
Yeah, we are still very well to the good in the credits with value engineering that's been going on and working with the existing contractors to find, the best ways to execute this project. So we are still in the green on that side of things. So.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion's carried. Okay. Personnel items. Mr. Bloom is our chairperson.
Okay, we need to approve the resignation of Alyssa Cadle, a cafeteria general worker, effective January 25th, 2023, on an attachment J. Number 2, approve the resignation of Jacqueline Golightly, paraprofessional, effective February 3rd, 2023, on an attachment K. Number 3, to approve an FMLA request for an elementary teacher from February 14th, 2023 through February 27th, 2023. Number 4, to approve an FMLA request for a middle school teacher from April 11th, 2023 to October 1st, 2023. Dr. Perry, anything else?
That's it.
I so moved.
Motion by Mr. Bloom, seconded by Ms. Belcastro. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Finance items, Mrs. DeCenzo, she's not here this evening. I don't believe we have anything to report at this time.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Like to open it up for public comment if you so desire.
Cindy Phillips, Center Township. Just wanted to follow up from last week when I was asking about the vaccine letters that got sent to all the parents in the school district. A thank you. I'm not sure if it came from the board down or from my message to the nurse or Mr. McCreary, but we got updated letters that did mention that vaccine exemptions are accepted. So I very much appreciate that. I'd still like to propose that it become an actual policy change, that is continuously included in all the forms going forward. And still the letter has highlighted or bolded the word mandates for that the PA school health law mandates exams and vaccines. And I feel like that could be maybe unbolded. I don't think that's necessary, especially since mandates aren't laws. But I just wanted to thank you again for if that was followed up from appreciate it. And just to explain for a second, this is my why. I think I've showed this to you guys before. 1960 vaccines required. 2019, we're up to 77 to 100 vaccines required. Children. No system can withstand that kind of assault without repercussions, autoimmune diseases, cancer, things like that. So that's a passion of mine. I work with vaccine injured children. I've had some issues in my own home. And so I'm passionate about it. And so when information comes forward from the school, and I know it's not you guys, the state tells you you have to say these things, but I just want to make sure the wording is fully informative for parents so they can make an educated decision. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any other public comment?
Thanks.
Nothing. And I think this board will at least take some things under consideration that you have brought to our attention. Okay, thank you. Okay. Superintendent items and comments.
I have none.
Okay. Well, let's start on this side again. We were pretty successful with this. Mr. King.
I'll leave it all up to somebody else. I don't have anything.
Okay. Mr. Moad.
Nothing from me, thank
Thank you. Mr. Bloom.
you. Thank you.
Nothing from the change of last week, no.
Nothing this evening.
Nothing this evening. Okay. All right.
You could have started over there.
Okay. All right. Hearing none, I'd like a motion to adjourn. Mr. Bloom, seconded by Mr. Zaritsky. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Joe.
Okay, thanks. See you guys.